Hello and welcome. We're so glad you're here. I'm Joanna.
I'm Jan.
And this is
How We School Cha-Cha.
Welcome. If this is your first time here, we're so glad you're here with us. If you're returning, thank you for spending some time with us today. We're so glad you're back. Today, we're just gonna share really quickly some of our favorite books to read in October for Halloween. We're gonna have picture books, graphic novels, chapter books, and middle grade. Let's get into it already, yes? And like I said, if you're new here, welcome. We're so glad you're here. Okay, we're gonna start with, what do you wanna start with? What kind? Graphic novels it is. I wasn't surprised. Here's your
One of
first
the
one.
biggest pots.
I haven't read any of these, so he'll share them with you. Go ahead.
The OK Witch, number 1 and 2.
And you enjoyed both of these, right?
Yeah.
I think I did read a little bit of the first one. It was about a girl and she finds out about her family's past, correct?
Yep.
And it has to do with witches. Okay, ready for the next one?
Yep.
And he recommends both of these. You've read them more than once or no?
What?
These books?
Yes.
Okay, so there you go. He's read those more than once.
Well, part of it.
Okay, ready? More graphic.
Witches of Brooklyn, 1 and 2 and 3.
Yes, we just got 3 and he downed it in 1 to 2 days, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and you've read these multiple times as well. So the first one is Witches of Brooklyn, and this is by Sophie Escabas. The second one is, what is it?
Witches of Brooklyn. What the heck?
There it is. And the third one is
Witches of Brooklyn, S'more Magic.
S'more Magic. And you recommend those? Are they spooky or not too spooky? Or not spooky at all?
Not spooky at all.
Not spooky at all.
The
Just
last
about.
one was okay.
The last one was okay. Which was your
Yeah,
favorite?
like, okay, spooky.
Oh, okay, spooky. Okay, which was your favorite of the 3?
Last one.
The last one. Ooh. Okay, here is your next one. What?
The Midwinter Witch.
You were reading the back at the same time. Go ahead, show
It
it.
looked like
I know. The Midwinter Witch. Is
This
this one a
is-
little spooky? Okay, there you go. And then next, and did you read that one more than once as well? No, only once? Okay.
The Ghoul Next Door.
You just read this one, right? He just read this one and he loved
Loves
it.
it.
Yes, and this one we got, whoops, of course I would drop it. Got hardcover, but I was looking and like the illustrations were amazing. And I was looking at him reading it. Was it spooky or not too spooky?
Yes.
Spooky. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, what's the spookiness on this one?
6.
6.
5.
5. Okay,
Maybe
so
4.
not too spooky.
No, 4.5.
Okay, so not too spooky, correct? And his last graphic novel,
The Witches.
The Witches by Roald Dahl. And this is sort of a little different than the original, correct? But nonetheless, The Witches.
From 1 to 10, I rate it 5.
A 5? And spooky, yeah, The Witches isn't super spooky.
4.
4. Now this one, I know he's read many times. You can even feel the spine is not as strong as it used to be. Yeah, it's quite dense. All right, let's go into chapter books. I don't have any early, easy reader chapter books, but these are, it's okay, don't worry about the pile. You're fine. This is one I read to him first, and then he read himself. What is this one?
Tom and Tallulah and the Witch's Feast.
And this one's great because it also has some illustrations, and it's a very sweet sister-brother witch book, which is sweet. This one's sweet, not so spooky. It's sweeter, but a very good book for October and Halloween time. Okay. And the next book, you know what is it? The Witches by Roald Dahl. This time, the actual book, which again we read. As a matter of fact, Julian made the what is the name of the potion again? Formula
86 Delayed Action Mouse Maker.
There you go. He actually made his own he made it the recipe book, and he made his own. This is just, again, a classic. And we really enjoy this book a lot. All right, on to middle grade. This one I consider to be very spooky and dark. Do you agree with me on that one? Like we were like this reading it together. Like what's gonna happen? I was nervous. You were nervous. Yeah, and I don't like spooky. And that book is
The Plentiful Darkness.
Yes. Julian was like, we need a mirror out for this book. But this is Plentiful Darkness. There was plenty.
Gorgeous.
It's a gorgeous book. It was plentiful dark in this book.
Literally dark.
Dark.
Like page dark.
But it was nice, and the ending was really nice. And it was just a good book. We enjoyed this
On a
one.
scale from 1 to 10.
Spookiness wise, for me, again, I can't take a lot of spookies, so I would say this was like a 7.
I'd say maybe
8? You know what book we're missing? Oh, what book is that where the girl is trapped in a witch's house? I know what book we forgot to bring. I'm just gonna say it. Night Books. That's another really, I don't know where it is right now. Of course, my child is gonna try to see if he finds it on our bookshelf. But Night Books, that's a great book for Halloween, October.
On a
That's
scale from 1 to 10, what do you rate it?
I also rate that one a 7. It was like this one that had me nervous, and I get a little anxious and my palms get sweaty. Did you find it? Oh, awesome. This is also an amazing
Her
book.
library. She has like a library.
Yes, but he's also
That tall.
But he's
Inside a book.
a boy gets. I don't want to say much. It's almost like Hansel and Gretel, right? But like a spooky twist on it. Let's say that. Yes, and he's a storyteller. Yes.
Mini stories
And
inside.
yes, mini stories.
Creepy.
He loved the stories so much he would share them at his natural in his nature class. We would copy the page and he would take it and read the spooky stories. No, you may not.
Aw, man.
So these two are amazing middle grade books if you're looking for spookier, but not too spooky.
I'm gonna read
like a
one
7.
right now.
Wait, hold on. This is also pretty spooky if you ask me. Did you find these spooky too, Julian?
Which ones?
These.
Yes.
And this is the City of Bones trilogy. And we did all 3. So it starts with, did I say City of Bones? City of Ghosts. I'm sorry. So we have the City of Ghosts. These are by Victoria Schwab. Tunnel of Bones. Isn't that, I mean, look at, can you see it? The skulls in there? That's creepy. And Bridge of Souls. Now, this is about a girl named Cassidy, right? Her name is Cassidy. And she's sort of in between the living and the dead's world. And so creepy things happen. And she can see dead and she can pass what they call this veil, which is like a curtain between the living and the dead. It's very...
And they could go back in time.
Yes.
Like to see the death.
Yes. I found them spooky, but they were also really good. And she has a friend who I'm not going to say much about who, yes, it made the book even better. So this one, awesome. Awesome trilogy. Great way to get some spookiness in your October. All right, picture books. Let me pull these over here real quick.
I'm just reading this.
He's reading, yes. Because you can just open it to some of the little stories that were in there.
Like this one, the playground.
Yeah, that the boy, what was his name again in the book? Do you remember? Alex? I think so. It should be here in the beginning, like in, yes, Alex, he writes stories. All right, picture books. This is just a very sweet book about a witch. Her name is Merlina, and it's called Merlina and the Magic Spell, and this is by Daniela
From
Drescher.
1 to 10, it's a 1.
What, this?
For spookiness.
Spooky, yeah, no, it's like a 0. There's no spookiness in
No,
this.
1 to 10, not 0 to 1.
Oh, sorry. It's a 1. It's just a very sweet book, and her dragon has a little trouble with something, and she tries some magic spells, and none of them work. But it's sweet, silly, and I love Daniela Drescher's illustrations. I have a few of her books because I absolutely adore her artwork. This is another one that we absolutely love in October, Pumpkin Jack. And this one is about a little boy named Tim who's carving a pumpkin. And well, he leaves his pumpkin out, and by spring, he's got something different. And this is something that Julian and I have been doing since he was little. So we really resonate with this book. And again, just really sweet illustrations. Look at that. We love this. So this is a favorite, and we still read this one every year. This is a super favorite of Julian's because he's always loved nursery rhymes. So Mother Ghost. So these are nursery rhymes for little monsters. So they take, it's a twist on traditional nursery rhymes, and they make them spooky. Like, let me just find the title of one. Let's see. Mary had a little ghost instead of Mary had a little lamb. Hey diddle diddle, black cat with a fiddle. And the I just love all the purple and black in these pictures. Super, just gorgeous.
Which one's that?
What are little bats made of? So you love this one still, don't you? Yeah, this is very special, and we read this one every year. This one, is super, super special to me, and I'm sharing it because I've been reading this book since my older kids were little. I love, love, love this book. We sing it, and we all do it together pretty much. Well, my older kids don't do it with us anymore, but I still love this book, and that's Shake Them Halloween Bones. And this is a super cute book because all the kids are dressed up like storybook characters, and I just like to sing it. It's a sweet book. Another sweet Halloween book. Now these, can you stop for 1 second so you can share your favorite picture books? Oh, can I share these?
Only.
You gonna share the other two? Okay. Okay. Now that I've got the main character's name down, Jasper Rabbit and Creepy Carrots. This is another fun Halloween book, and it's spookiness on a scale of 1 to 10. What do you think? Like a 2, right? 2 or 3. You know, depends on your kid. But you love these, right? Look at these carrots looking at them. You know, depends on your kids, but these are picture books that someone right here absolutely loves still. So that's the first one. You ready to share the other two real quick?
Okay, I just got to my favorite.
He said I couldn't share these two. Okay.
Creepy pair of underwear.
It's so good. Yes, this is another fun one. Look at the way those underwear glow. I love it. And it's spooky and silly at the same time. That's what I would say. It's not so spooky as it is
Like,
silly.
here's one line. He snatched the creepy underwear out of the drawer. He grabbed a big envelope and some stamps. Bye-bye, scary underwear. And he dropped the package into the mailbox.
Show the picture. You want me to help you there?
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
And then, the next page, when he opened the front door the next morning, they were there!
So that's good.
And were those chopsticks?
So that's like the spooky part that the underwear came back. But it's super cute, silly, fun.
Yeah.
And the newest adventure for Jasper Rabbit.
Creepy Crow.
Poor Jasper Rabbit. I don't know how all these creepy things come into his life.
Well, it's actually going to be somewhat new in the next book.
Oh.
With the crayon.
You think so?
No, look.
Oh,
So-
don't show any. Don't give a. Oh, okay. Let's see. Why don't you show a page of the inside? Because I just love these black and white illustrations. So, like with creepy pair of underwears, orange is like the primary color you have there. Green.
And
here you've got purple. Oh, look at that. Oh,
And he's wearing the creepy underwear.
I love it. Those books are so much fun for Halloween. All right, those are all the books I think we had to share for Halloween that are our absolute favorites that we read, that we've read multiple times. Most of these, except for the middle grade books, just because they're a little longer, it's not often we read those more than once unless we're like super, super in love with it and need to read it again. Like the night books, he really loves that one. I can't believe we didn't pull it out right away. It's such a spooky and fun, not fun, but it's a spooky book that he absolutely loves. Okay, we hope you guys found some spooky, not so spooky books to add to your list to bring home, hopefully this week or this weekend to enjoy right before Halloween. All right. Happy haunting, you guys.
Happy haunting.
Bye. Oh, sorry. It's been a while. I'm like rusty.
And that's a wrap.
Okay, bye, you guys.